Restricted night.
Kulcsúra?
Van még sztoriküldés hely.
Hát még most kell még körbe menni beszélgetni. Még mindent csinálni kell.
Hol szárguljon mindjárt. Csak küldi még most.
Majd most kell felvenni őket.
Aha, elég sok helyen van. Ezzel a kulcsúra restricten kell, és majd utána tudsz játszani másik helyen. Akkor hagylak játszani egy óra. Hopp. Hadállától legyek.
Tudod, meg belehaladtál.
Nem, csak megkínáltál.
Nem kínáltalak meg. Felsegítsetek volna.
Ja, segítsek.
It's just a quick break, that's all.
Bro. Thanks for fixing the problem over at the hammam down the street. You guys have been a big help around here. Only mom would take page out of your book. Instead of doing something worthwhile with her time, she's just been playing Cupid all year. She wants me to hurry up and settle down for the future of the inn, but I'm just not ready to take over. And I'm not being humble.
Very well.
My mother is really intent on me settling down and starting a family. One time, she just happened to see how pretty one of the dancing sisters was, and then she went out and tried to find a girl like her. If you're wondering why she didn't introduce us, it's because she couldn't possibly picture us being a good fit. No money. There's another trader I know who lost his scheme off. It sounded like a real nightmare. I've got to be careful so the same thing doesn't happen to me. Cross that bridge if I come to it. For now, I'm taking a break. You only live once. I bought one of those orbital hookahs that are so big right now. Might as well give it a whirl, right? So this is what it tastes like. It's got its quirks, but it's not bad for what it is. Stings my nose a little, but it sure wakes you up. The fact I can smoke this while riding my camel or in the car is a real lifesaver as a traveling salesman. I'll tell you that. Nincs egy kis füst a szájába, akkor nem nézi jól magát. On behalf of the hammam owner, I just wanted to thank you all again for helping out with that. It's amazing just how much we can all accomplish when we come together to solve a problem like that. We come together? De mégis milyen részt vettél benne? Nem láttalak a Dungeon-ben. Valahogy is elkerülted a figyelmemet. Így, nem tudom, jól csináltad, akármit is csináltál, mert nem vettelek észre. Also, I'm glad we had an extra bed to spare for that lovely new lady you've added to your ranks. I hate having to put her in that shared room, but all of our other rooms are full. You got really lucky with your reservation there. Now that our son's getting older, I feel it's time for him to start getting ready to take over the inn in the future. I'm trying to set him up with a nice girl so he'll settle down, but he's completely glum about the whole idea. Puts me in a bit of a spot. I wish he had more confidence in himself. He's a perfectly capable young man who got his act together. Isn't there to like?
Looking is always free, you know.
Köszönöm.
Come back for more anytime.
Tudok még csinálni. Ja. Megnézhetjük végül is a laptopot is. SP Report. interim report.
That's how it goes.
Na, kaptunk egy pár pontot azért. 11-13 pontot. Még mindig C-ben vagyunk, de közeledünk a C++-hoz legalább.
Mindig beportáltuk egyébként őket.
De igen. A játék is.
Gáz, fél nap.
Ez így van, hogy beriportálom. Adja a pontot, adja a kis bónuszt. My traditional flame-powered hookahs still sell pretty well these days, but it's these new orbital-powered hookahs that draw in all the repeat customers now. It's a shame, the old-fashioned ones still have a lot to offer, as long as you enjoy them in moderation. But times are what they are.
Indeed. Oh, come and see if you'd like.
I heard that some ne'er-do-wells gave those poor dancers quite a bit of trouble. It's such a shame. In my day, travelers who came here were considered towards us. But these days, I worry that our way of life here is in danger. It troubles me greatly. There's nothing quite like our cultural district here in Tarbet.
Alrighty.
Why, hello. Thank you. Why, hello. Thank you. Indeed.
The atmosphere feels pretty different here compared to
Need some
daytime.
spices, perhaps.
Reminds me a lot of the night market in Longport.
O'Neill. The film festival was great for business. With all these tourists coming to town, my sales have nearly doubled. I'm a little concerned I'm going to run low on some of my stock, but that's not the worst problem to have when I can put so much money away. Plus, my daughter is so curious about Western culture. I want to take her traveling one of these days, so it will help me save for that too.
Hello. Thanks for shopping.
Arrébb ne menjetek, véletlenül se.
You won't find this just anywhere.
Looking for something for dinner? How about some Kimmel meat? You see, it pairs well with a nice libation. Tudom. Én nem ismerem ezt a szót, csak de... Here in Central East, families often come together to eat camel on holidays and the like. You might find yourself craving some alcohol at those gatherings, but our customs strictly forbid drinking at those times.
Hey there. What'll it be? See ya.
Yeah.
Central Eastern culture is so fascinating.
Sir Anton, we might have gotten the trouble sorted out at the bazaar, but something about it all still doesn't sit right with me. I first thought was seeing more and more tourists who are getting out of hand, like what those dancers had to deal with. I think tomorrow I'll focus my efforts on the entertainment district. More people from out of town end up there. Nézi, akkor nem pácolok be új adagkúst, hanem ami tegnap bepácoltam, azt hagyom meg holnap ebédre. Maradt pizzelet. Persze. Picsa! Szia, picsa! Ide jöttem picsához. I heard Sarah and Shabina were ambushed by some awful guys this afternoon. That must have been so scary. I guess drawing a crowd isn't all fun and games when you get to be as popular as they are. Please, you've got to help me. Is there any chance I could see a green-haired bracer who works here? Lost my wallet somewhere. I'm hoping if I talk to him, he might know where it could have gone. This receptionist is a little occupied at the moment. This guy must be desperate if he's coming in here at this hour asking for help. Indeed, let's watch and see what happens. Perhaps we'll learn something. I'm sorry, I'm going to need a little more information first. Can you explain what exactly is going on? Ah, right, of course. Basically, I was on my way to Tarbot driving along the Sand Sea. Everything was going just fine until I suddenly out of nowhere blew a tire. Luckily, this green-haired bracer ran over to help us. He was kind enough to patch up the tire with the tools he had. Turned out, he was heading to Tarbot too, so we let him hitch a ride with us. Thank him for his generosity. After that, we all made it to Tarbot, but just as I was going through my things, so I could find my wallet and buy some souvenirs, that's when I realized it went missing, and now I'm scrambling to find it. Isn't there something you can do? Alright, I understand. You want to talk to this bracer to see if he has seen or possesses your wallet. Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe I got pickpocketed somehow while he was fixing our tire. I just want to ask if he noticed anything strange. Now, is there any way you can call him over? I'm sure it's probably going to take a little time for us to arrange a meeting with him. Based on your description, I know for a fact that he doesn't belong to our branch. That's what makes it tricky. It seems more likely that whoever it was who came over and helped you was operating independently. No bracer matching that description has registered with us. If he's in town, we probably won't hear from him until at least tomorrow. Really? Guess I just have to wait and hope for the best. Still, if you hear anything about my wallet tonight, could you get in touch with me? I'll wait around outside by the oasis in case anything comes up. Never ends. Feel bad for her. Since the guild's getting so many visitors, she can't catch a break. Yeah, I hope that other manages to find his wallet too. It's awful having it stolen. Let's have a chat with her now that we are here and the lines opened up. We could learn something interesting. We meet again. Looks like you're keeping busy taking people's requests to this late. Ah, you all again. You heard that, I'm guessing? Yeah, we did. I'm sorry, we really didn't mean to pry. The man certainly lost his wallet, right? If only there was some way to talk to that green-haired bracer he mentioned and get his side of the story. Indeed, although it sounds like determining which bracer it was could prove to be difficult. You're telling me, I'm pretty confident it's someone from out of town who decided to come by and help. But when he'll get in touch, who knows? He could drop by after he's checked out the city tonight. It could take him longer either. Until we can figure out more, there's no way for me to pinpoint which bracer it was that man met. He's mostly hurry up and wait for tomorrow. Boo! You guys are really interested in all this. Who cares if this mystery bracer shows up with 1 wallet or 100? Not a mirror sure, but it's got nothing to do with us. Maybe, but something about this whole situation stinks. What do you mean? Nothing, just talking to myself. Good luck getting that guy sorted out. From the sound of that, man, you don't want to let this go. Well, the guy mentioned he was gonna hang out over by the Oasis. It won't hurt to have a chat with him, see if he can coax anything else out. As you wish, Mr. Arkwright. Kaptam egy topikot, amit dumálhatok. Várjál, van egy topikum, amiről beszélgetek először. Vissza kell ide jönni. Gibrilhez. The fact we have limited room to navigate these cases unless a civilian is directly harmed does make things more difficult. We're trying to investigate what's going on in Tarba's shadows right now. Unfortunately, we can only take it so far by ourselves. We'll probably need to coordinate with the police to some extent to get anywhere. Which is to say, if you all find anything, please don't keep it to yourselves. The more we work together, the better this will all end. I hope you all are able to figure out who that mysterious green-head bracer is by tomorrow. If not, we'll probably have to open an investigation ourselves so we can get the victim his wallet back. We can't keep him waiting too long. Számoltak. Jaj, stopikomat.
Banner launch! Right. Got it. Understood.
Okay.
Right. Understood. Very well.
Right.
The fun's only just begun.
Szanat. Színem. With me running away from you guys and then introducing myself to everyone at the bazaar, today has been a lot. Like, a lot. I'm so tired, I feel like I could pass out any second. Now that I've introduced Sinem to everyone at the bazaar, we are going to go off and have dinner somewhere. It's not so good with World, but thankfully everyone seems to understand that she's sorry for all the trouble she's caused. Not everyone's forgiven her, but I was at least able to get them to tolerate her being in the bazaar, which is an important first step. What happens from there might come down to how hard she decides to work. I think I'm going to treat Sinem to a good meal before we head on over to the temple. It's about time she had something nice. Érdekes, hogy más választok a küldiben, akkor most Sinem nem állna ott. Hogyha ott a küldiben más választok, hogy akkor elviszem a templomhoz Sinemet, a lányt, akkor most ő most nem állna ott. Tetszik. És minimális döntések. Uri, whoever thought our son would be so interested in other cultures. He told me he wants to have a lamp and the rug. We should probably just get him to the lamp. Don't you think? The rug's going to be a bit expensive. I don't know, just because he wants a rug doesn't mean we all couldn't use it as a family. Why don't we buy a replica or something? Also, not to change the subject, but honey, why do you think you're smoking? Oh, it's a hookah. It's a traditional way of smoking tobacco in the Central East. This portable type you can carry around with you only came out recently. It's pretty handy. I know I've been trying to cut back on smoking, but I thought I should at least try this stuff since we are here. It can't hurt. I never expected my son to be so taken with Central Eastern culture. It's great. Taking it as a sign that we should travel more often. Speaking of Central Eastern culture, I knew about hookahs before coming here, but I had no idea these herbal hookahs were a thing nowadays. Feels like they popped up out of nowhere. I appreciate my husband taking us all out on this trip, especially since he's given our son so many new experiences. I don't know if him smoking that hookah when he's not used to it is such a good idea though, no matter how ambient he says it is. Are those hookahs really that good? I see an awful lot of people smoking them all over town. You have to wonder.
Alrighty.
Fetch. Tourists these days have no respect for what they're visiting. Tarbad isn't just some theme park that exists for their enjoyment. It's a place where people live, and they want to live here in peace. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that kid take an interest in our culture. I just wish more people were like him.
Goddess Arusha.
Ezt ki mondta? Te? Karbuktar. A cultural district isn't some sort of museum exhibit. It's home to many people, a place whose ways of living are precious to them. Figuring out how to preserve and uphold those traditions while embracing modernization is always a constant balancing act we must deal with. This temple does its best to respond to people's concerns, and we therefore serve as something of a representative of the community. Central Eastern temples are institutions of tolerance at heart. We always strive to promote mutual understanding among one another. Darbad used to be a trading hub, first and foremost, but in the past 2 decades it's rapidly developed into a city of recreation. As a result, there are naturally a number of citizens who feel concerned that Darbad is losing sight of its original culture. I do my best to take their thoughts and feelings into consideration in talking to people so that together we can make Darbad even better. Jamila. Makes me so happy to see little Klim take an interest in our folklore. It's been a pleasure to teach him about it. Some of our congregants have expressed concern that people are beginning to forget the moral teachings behind such stories. But all you need to see is a child listening and enjoying those stories innocently to know that hope is by no means lost. See, I told you Mother Jamila knew lots of stories. She always puts her all into telling them too. That's what makes going to Sunday school so much fun. Yeah, I bet. She's really good. I'm so happy I got to hear new stories from her. This temple is so amazing. Even though we both pray to the same goddess, it feels completely different from the chapel I go to. Wow, it's really that different? That's crazy. I'd love to hear what Western ones are like. Could you tell me a little about them? I wanna teach Imani all about the fairy tales of where I'm from. I know, maybe I should give her my picture book that I brought with me. That's okay, isn't it? It'll be like a souvenir but of me, since it's from my home. She won't even have to travel for it. He's really interested in fairy tales. I wonder what sort of books he likes to read at home. After talking to him, I want to learn about stories from further west. Saw Sarah talking to some hairy old guy. He was weird. He was dressed up like he was on vacation. My brother says his name is Mr. Gotti. I guess he's somebody important who works for a film festival. Sarah looked so surprised when she was talking to me. Wait a minute, is she gonna be dancing in the parade? She is, isn't she? Sorry. I had a lot of tours today, which is always great, but every one of those customers was acting like an op. It was scary. We've been getting a lot of people lately who are like those men who harass Sarah and Shabina. People with no inhibitions at all. I had people during my fancy tours that try to wander off on me and go who knows where, despite being, you know, a desert. Now that Sarah's been recruited to perform in the festival, I just hope nothing weird happens at me in the parade. That would be terrible. If I'm being honest with you guys, it feels like this city has gotten more and more dangerous lately or they might not show it, but I have to imagine that deep down Sarah and Shahina are worried. They work in the streets after all. Those two have so much on their plate. I really hope they can continue their dancing in peace. But who knows what's going to happen. Am I ever going to find this guy if even the Bracer Guild doesn't know where he is? He could be anywhere. Yes, I wait around a little and hope I hear back from the guild.
Well, let me ask you something.
Hey, I wanted to introduce myself. We're from Arcry Solutions. We were just at the guild too and happened to overhear your conversation at the front desk. Oh yeah? I can't remember passing by you people on the way out. Then if you happen to know where I might find the green-haired bracer? Not quite, we're actually looking for him too. That's some business of our own. I was hoping you could tell us a little bit more about what happened. Would you mind? Anything else you can think of will help, big or small. Like, did he have any other distinct features or did anything else stick out to you in general? You too, huh? I'm sorry in terms of features, I don't remember anything else other than he had green hair. I wish I could be of more help on that end. Ask my memory. As for anything else that stuck out, no, nothing really comes to mind. Wait, that's not true. Actually, I do remember something that happened after we arrived. We bumped into a police officer who was patrolling the parking lot. I decided to go up to him and say hello, strike up a little bit of a conversation. But for some reason, the bracer looked uncomfortable. He wouldn't look the officer in the eye. The bracer was avoiding the police officer's gaze entirely. That's certainly a little unusual. That's what I thought. I've heard that cops and bracers don't always get along all that well. I figured maybe that's all it was. It did seem odd though. Wait, I've never heard that before. Is that true? It's common for police and bracers to run into one another at times because they both work to maintain the peace. The difference is the police work wholly within the law, while the bracers' first duty is protecting people. So they theoretically can act extra legally to do so, and sometimes they face jurisdictional friction and, well, differences of opinion. Oh, I get it. I guess I can see how that would happen. In this case though, I think this bracer of yours might have had other real good reasons for being a little skittish. I don't understand. What do you mean? Don't worry about it. We're saying that we're going to look into it on our end too, and see if we can turn anything up. Get your key to have your wallet back, but I think you should call it a night and come back tomorrow. I suppose you have a point. On that note, if I may, were you able to find a place to stay despite losing your wallet? Yeah, thanks for asking. The guild was kind enough to cover me until I can pay them back. As long as I find my wallet soon, everything should work out one way or the other. I'm still anxious, but knowing that I've got you all and the guild looking into it, I guess I feel okay going back to my room for the night. I am glad to hear that's all been taken care of. Please take care on your way. That's one way to get rid of a guy. Oh, we can talk openly. Alright, so it sounds like this green-haired bracer could be an impostor. What are we gonna do about it? Wait, what? He is? Are you saying this is like what happened with that fake police officer we had to deal with before? It's a distinct possibility, but we can't say for sure yet. If this is true, it's really underhanded of him. You're telling me your average person isn't ever gonna suspect a bracer of committing a crime. Therefore, if someone were to believably impersonate a bracer, they would be able to get away with a great many things. that could be quite damaging to the organization's reputation if nothing was done about it. Okay, as far as we can tell, the only victim who's emerged so far is that man, or at least he's the only one to file a report. If we are quick enough in catching this impostor, we can minimize the amount of damage he will do. Normally I ain't exactly in the business of covering the guild's ass or anything, but they can handle themselves just fine. So I don't see the harm in sticking our necks out just this once. It'll help us understand what's happening on the ground in this town too. So, come hell or high water, we'll uncover who this green-haired chump really is. Hey, if you time, I'm game. Lead the way, chief. See no reason not to proceed. You have my full support as always, Mr. Arkwright. Well, if you're gonna do this, what do we do first? Should we see if anyone else has seen this bracer? Maybe if we talk to more people, we can start tracking him down. That's exactly what I think we should do. We need to figure out this guy's trajectory. If he's a fraud, though, it's probably safe to assume that he's keeping his distance from the cultural district for obvious reasons. Perhaps we should talk to people in the entertainment district and see if he's been spotted around there after then. Good point, the casino dealers could be a good place to start. They're bound to pay close attention to who's coming in. Anybody who spends a lot of time outside of it might have seen him too. All good ideas. Hopefully once we start talking to some people, we'll come up with some leads. Well, no time like the present. Let's roll.
Time to start working.
This bracer started. Select a requestet. Én nem mehetek innen tovább, amíg meg nem csinálom a kis main story beszélgetést. Ezt. Ezt felvettem. Shahana. Even with the film festival right around the corner, the nights around here have gotten strangely cold, loud and hectic. Unlike the entertainment district, it used to be that when the sun went down, things really mellowed out in the cultural district. But lately, it's becoming more and more like the entertainment district. It's a little concerning. Saham. I can sympathize with Abdullah's worries. Darbad is changing so fast, it feels as though we hardly have time to even remember tradition. Even so, we mustn't forget that we have Professor Hamilton and her incredible work to thank for our current fortune. It would be disrespectful to everything she's done for our fair city to completely reject the Darbad we have today. It might well be worthwhile for us to take a step back like she did and reconsider our position. But the scent of those newfangled mechanical hookahs will ruin the flavor of our own hookahs over here. What could these people possibly want, thinking they can come in with their weird devices, mechanizing our culture? I'm going to need to have another talk with Father Mukhtar about the state of the world, because I don't like where it's headed, that's for sure. It's amazing how good the hammam is at cleaning your skin and removing hair. I'd heard stories before, but hammaming is believing. I don't just feel like I look better, I can tell my blood flow has improved too. So nice and warm. I'm going to sleep like a log tonight. To see if Altair has any hammams. Wait, no, I shouldn't. It'll just ruin the surprise when I go there if I know what to expect. Additional technology like this is so impressive. I remember being blown away by the lily bath. I was in valami férjétú. Szóval mindig vicces. Thanks for getting the water back and running again, everyone. Feel free to relax here as long as you like. In fact, I know you only asked for one free bath, but you can use these facilities as much as you like. I heard how much trouble it was. It's become easy to take our water for granted nowadays, even though we're in the middle of a desert. But before the professor and the van company came through with the waterworks project, sometimes we went bone dry out here. We've been blessed with so much water for 20 years, I was beginning to forget what a miracle that whole system really is.
Welcome to the Marjan Hammam.
Heading into the hammam, admissions on the house. Least I can do for saving my whole business. Szerintem is helyes.
This is perfect.
I'm really working up a sweat.
Fürcsiznek meg szaunáznak. Először szauna, aztán a fürcsi.
That was nice and refreshing.
Serkenti a vérkeringést, meg a egyebek.
Glad to see you enjoyed yourself.
Na. Szára. Hi Shahina, hi Szára. Tény. Nem, meg most nem tudok egyben harcolni úgyse. Hát az igaz, mégis lehetne. Looks like our hunch was right. Good to see you, ladies. Oh, hello everyone. The owner was just telling us about you all. It sounds like you guys had to clear out some monsters to get the babs back up and running. Hallod? Okay. That's amazing. I know you guys were talented. Thanks again for everything you all did. I'd still be in dire straits if it weren't for you folks. All part of being a Spriggan. We got plenty out of that whole exercise too, so it was good for everyone. Yeah, that's good to hear. By the way, who might you be? I don't believe you were with them earlier. Forgive my late introduction. You may call me Rizet. I was dispatched here on short notice. You are Miss Sarans, Miss Shahina, correct? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Nice to meet you too. Hey, is that a maid outfit you're wearing? I've seen one of those in person before. Not precisely, this is the uniform that I wear for work. You can think of it as a combat suit designed to let me offer maximum support to my customers when needed. It sounds complicated. Whatever it is, you look super cool in it, that's for sure. Hey, since you're all here, why don't you guys join us in the baths? What in the végül is? There's so much I wanna talk about. Sounds like fun. Maybe we could all get dinner together afterwards too. There's a place close by I always go to that I'm sure you all would enjoy. Sure, we'd be happy to take you up on that. Probably not a bad idea for us to wash up before we meet with our clients again anyway. Say what you like. I know you're just looking for an excuse to take a dip. But that I'm against it. Vicces, hogy éppen most végeztem a fürcsivel. I could really use a bite to eat, but that's okay. Bath sounds good after everything we've done today. And it's settled. We'll join you two in the baths. Yay! That's perfect. Come on. I'll show you where the girls' ones are. Shahina, calm down. They've had a long day. Take as long as you want in there, folks. You've earned it. Köszi. No.
Man, this blows. I didn't consider the fact that I'd be stuck alone in here with you.
Would you pipe down? You're killing the vibe. Just close your eyes and relax. Embrace the tranquility. and then...
Oh, shut up. I bet you every mirror in my wallet the girls are living it up on the other side of this wall. Speaking of girls, man, I'd kill to check out that maid and the older sister's scorching bods right about... Blah!
We sit on sacred ground, punk. Don't defile it with your libido. Keep it up, and I'll scrub you down till your skin is raw, if that's what it takes to clean that dirty brain of yours for the first time.
Alright, I'll drop it. Adios, you don't have to be so serious about it.
They're certainly having a lively time over there.
Ugh. Don't they realize we can hear every word they're saying? He's not wrong, though. All you girls are just as gorgeous as Sara. I mean, Risette's hair and skin are both so silky, she practically looks like a doll. You're so pretty too, Agnes. And how do you get those when you're only 16?
Uh-huh.
I'm only a year younger than you. There's no way I'm gonna be able to catch up that quickly.
A lányok nem csak arról beszélgetnek, amikor fiúk nélkül vannak, hogy mennyire szép a másik. Meg hogy kinek mekkora a cicie. Egyébként már is van, egyébként nem csak ilyenek. Kikérem magamnak. Igen, meg, vagy azt mondják, hogy hú, de szép, olyan sej, olyan... Fú, meg mi ekkora a cicid. Hát hogy nőtt neked ekkorára? És közben, ez nem lehet igaz. Igen, mert... Én érzem magamat megsértve.
Már beszélgethetünk a hüvelygombánkról. Jobb is ilyen tabu téma, és
szerintem valakinek hüvelygombája van, se fiúnak, se lánynak nem szereti elmondani. Te milyen krémet kensz odalent? Más kontextusban egy kicsit. Vagy te is odamész a barátodhoz, hogy megmondod, fú, te Peti, mekkora cicid van. Na ez az! Szerintem még akkor sem. Ha csak...
Csak a párjám, azt meg... Utálj is szó.
Vagy hogy miért tépte le éppen a pólóját. Ez nem megvan,
What's your secret? What do you eat to fill out like that, huh?
Mi van? Leszálljál már a témára,
Truth be
Shakira.
told, I've been kind of curious too. I'd love to know for future reference.
I don't do anything special.
Barry, stop staring at me so much. You're scaring me.
Shahina, please, cool it down a little. Well, I personally think Miss Al-Fayed and Miss Shahina are very beautiful in their own right. If anything, I should comment on your skin, Miss Sara. What sort of regimen do you use to achieve such a glossy look?
Oh, I just use shea butter. The stuff they make in Tharbad is really good and...
Holy cow! You got Nina Fanley and Judith Lester's autographs? Szent tehén! Thank you guys so much. I treasure this forever, really. It's no problem. I'm glad you like them. These autographs have got to be worth a pretty mirror. We're talking about two of the hottest stars around. Think you might sell them? No way, how could I ever? Still, it feels so surreal right now. Can't believe my own sister is gonna be dancing up on stage with folks like them. Who would have thought? Don't get too excited about it all, Shahina. I don't think they're going to ask me to do anything that big. Well, I still think it's awesome you get to be involved at all. Wait, by dancing do you mean for the carnal cavalcade? Yeah, some director named Salvatore Gotti walked up to me and asked if I wanted to take part. Not just him, he was with some other snappy looking guy too. He went nuts for Sarah. Apparently, Mr. Gotti was all, baby, you're more perfect than Edias herself. But it isn't complete without you. He was that set on bringing her on, whatever it took. It wasn't long before she folded like a house of cards. Hey, Tina, you don't have to tell them every little thing about it. Sure, I know what this carnal cavalcade is. Is it some event that will be part of the film festival? Yeah, it's a parade that will kick off when the festival opens. Sounds like it's going to be quite a production. Like Shahina said, I guess it's supposed to include famous actresses and whatnot. I can see you fitting right in there, Sarah. You're gonna do great. No, Gotti can talk pretty raunchy, but this passion and taste are the real deal. He didn't say all that just to be nice. He says you're perfect, then he means it. You'll do just fine out there, Sarah. I know you've got what it takes. Thanks. Thanks, man. That means a lot. I see things are red, you're turning a little red. I'm not! Stop it! Sarah, Sheeny! There you two are. Where have you guys been? Hey, Timur. We're just hanging out in the hammam. Quit calling me Sheeny. I've got a real name, you know. Sorry, Sheeny. You'll always be Sheeny to me. He's a friend of yours? Yeah, he's a kid from the neighborhood. What's going on, Timur? Why were you looking for us? Well, someone asked me to give this to you, Sarah. That's why. Letter, that's strange. I wonder what it could be. Thanks, Timur. What the? Is everything okay? Sonsa, what in the world? Decline to participate in the parade or tragedy will befall you. Is this somebody's sick idea of a joke? Can't believe even Sarah wallpaper got one of those threatening notes. According to that, Timur boy, a Central Easterner that he passed who was working for a shipping company, gave the note to him. I guess the delivery person is most likely innocent. Just like with Nina and Judith, the culprit's probably going through several layers to cover up the real origin point of the note. That makes tracking them down incredibly tricky. Slippery bastard. They can't make it easy on us, can they? And Sarah and Shahina are going to be okay? I really think you two should talk to the guild about this. I agree. I'm sure they will give your case priority attention since it involves a civilian in danger. I imagine that any fees they would charge for their services would be quite nominal too. I don't know about that. Huh? Come on, you've got to do something, Sarah. This really creeps me out. I hate to suggest this, but maybe you should quit the parade if that's the safest thing to do. No, I can't. Apparently preparations for the parade are almost complete. If I pull out now, I'll probably cause a lot of trouble for the director and everyone else involved in it. That's what will happen if I turn to the gear too, isn't it? I can't say for sure, but if things go south, I could definitely see that being the case, yeah. Sarah! Man, I know this is really presumptuous of me to ask, but is this something you and your agency can handle for me? Of course I'm prepared to pay for your services. Don't expect you to do it for free. It's really generous of you taking on her case for cheap. It's an extension to what we're doing for Nina and Judith. But don't you get the feeling she's trying to hide something? What? She is? Good impression too. I think there's something going on with her that we don't know about. Well, a deal's a deal. Whatever it is, we already promised we'd help her. Plus, for all we know, this might turn up some new leads. Following this could be a good idea. As a first step, would you like me to pinpoint which company was responsible for delivering the note? We don't have to know for sure. In the meantime, we need to go to the entertainment district. The other ladies are waiting for us at the hotel. We need to fill them in on everything that's happened, including this new note. Oh, okay.
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go! Что, показывай дорогой.
Vizet. Melegen.
I'm looking into the new arrivals who are coming into the area from the Central East. So far, nothing suspicious has turned up about who's coming from Asin, which means either Tarbad is going to see an influx of tourists starting tomorrow. We have to optimize our intel gathering as best we can. We can't expect our help from the capital to take care of everything for us. With all the cars here for the festival running these lots of stuff, we're seeing more and more accidents and burglaries. Not that tourists didn't blunder into trouble before, but these last few days have seen a real uptick in rough types of all sorts. Don't get me started on night time when people have dinner in their cars and just chuck garbage out the windows. Just kill those people to spare a food for those of us who actually have to run these places. Seriously. Things are as bustling as ever come nightfall, which is great for me, haha. Darbat's always been a little rough and tumble, but I've never seen the people here go this wide before. Not that I can complain, it's bringing in that much more money to me, so if that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
Looking to buy something? See you again.
I know I saw the dancer somewhere around here at night. What could she be possibly doing in the entertainment district at such a late hour? I need to find out. God, what am I seeing? Just because my wife left me doesn't mean I can start stalking some local. I need to get my head on straight. Don't be shy, step right up. You're gonna love what I have for sale. Better act fast though, only getting more customers. The store's as popular as ever.
Hey there, what'll it be? See ya!
Alrighty.
This area has a casino and nightclub. I assume you wish to visit them. For intel gathering, of course.
Please tell me that's not why we're here.
Of course not. You think I'd let minors into a club? Have a little faith in me. Alrighty.
You make it hard to sometimes.
Hey man, nothing wrong with a little pleasure before business.
Very well.
Hey there folks, need something to do tonight? Like you boys thinking of going off by yourselves later? Because if you are, I know some fun joints you'll enjoy that I keep to myself during the day, if you know what I mean. Yeah, now you're speaking my language. From Langford, so I know a thing or two about having fun. Definitely interested to see how good this town can party. That's the spirit. And here's the tip. Check out the underground nightclub that's just past here. Because there are the real deal. Just about everyone comes away from there happy customers, trust me. Aaron, your thoughts remain sparkling pure, I hope. Stay focused, kid. You're here on business, remember? Though granted, it might not be the worst idea to sleep in there for a bit. I don't know what kind of dirt you will dig up in those joints. Sounds like some new girls have recently joined the nightclub too. They tend to have their reasons for being there, but they're all legit. You'd have to be crazy not to like what they have to offer.
I'll win next time.
We can always count on nighttime to pick business up and lend us some lovers of astronomical bets. But even by those standards, our customers have been unusually eager these last couple of days. If our sponsors caught wind of the size of some of these bets, they'd be floored, and they're hardly the reserve sort themselves. But that's just another side of this little desert oasis we call home. Without that geological survey conducted by Wallis, nobody would have ever known my ancestral lands were home to such rich mineral deposits. It was me who made the call to bring them in. Best decision I ever made. Now I'm the owner of an enormous mine. Nice thing about working with Wallis folks is that they take you to resorts too. Ever heard having like-minded friends who know how to go hard? I'm glad I decided to visit Tarbet. This hookah's got a surprisingly addictive flavor. But how cheap the stuff in it is.
Come on!
We've always attracted a lot of Calvardian oligarchs and foreign nobles. One guy made his fortune from dealing with Elsin, for example. But lately we've been seeing a lot of newly rich Calvardians plus people with close ties to Wallis too. And as if that weren't enough, even director Gotti himself from Vegas Films often comes here to play. He'd stopped visiting for a little while to work on the film festival, but was able to stop by today now that some of that work is behind him. It's been a while since director Gotti paid us a little visit. Believe it or not, he's actually a fairly decent gambler. In case you couldn't tell from his films that men's desires are bottomless. With a mind like that, gambling makes him play bold. But I guess without that sort of attitude, he wouldn't be able to really make the kinds of moves he does. Movies he does. Now that some of our preparations for the festival are complete, I figured it's been long enough. Stop by and play a few rounds. The dealer wasn't here the last time I came, but let me tell you, I like the cut of his jib. He gets what it means to entertain people. He's good at throwing in big surprises to his routine. Hell, he's inspired me to throw a little something extra into the party to spice it up even more. Question is what? If there's one thing people crave, it's always a good shock to the system. Something stimulating. If you ask me, nothing gets the job done faster than a little FNV. Fucking and violence, you know. But I have to admit, if there's anything else out there that can prove just as stimulating, it's some good old-fashioned gambling.
Okay.
Nehéz vele beszélni. Nem akar ő. Nem akart ő dolgozni. De én addig üldözöm. If you're looking for Bermotti, he went over to the hotel. He said he was going to practice elsewhere. He wasn't here for very long, but it was an honor to get to host him at my bar. I learned a lot just from watching him. Az, hogy néha hozzá lehet szólni az emberhez, azt is. I can't help but admire his drive to hone his craft. Not everyone would move from place to place as they practice. Kudos to him, I say.
Alrighty. Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
I had the pleasure of playing against none other than Mr. Gotti himself a little while ago. I have to say I find his views on entertainment and how to stimulate audiences to be really fascinating. I completely agree with him that nothing spices up a scene like a big surprise. All the more reason to get excited for whatever that man store for his corner come out with, if you ask me. When you work as a dealer, you learn that nothing gets a player worked up like a little zestiness they can't even see coming. There's no greater honor in this line of work than being able to deliver a good surprise your players will never forget.
Indeed.
Hát szerintem, ha hagyod őket nyerni, akkor is elég boldogok lesznek.
Weszkóban nem muszáj nagyon elegetéseket tartogatni.
Aha.
Elég, ha folyton nyerek. Ott boldog leszek. Hidd nekem, nagyon nem lesz. Elmegyünk egyszer kaszinózni, visszajövök 10 millió forinttal.
Igaz?
És 100 000 kaptam.
Igaz, elmész 100 000-re, visszajössz 10 millióval, te is boldog leszel, én is boldog leszek. A kaszinó lehet, hogy nem.
Igen, de az nem volt kérdés.
Így van. Ha az a kérdés, hogy minket hogyan tehetnek boldoggá.
Very well.
Let me ask you something.
Dumcsizzunk. I see, so you guys want to know about the green-haired racer? Yes, I remember him alright, quite clearly as a matter of fact. You don't see many customers like him. Really? Tell us more. He came around here about an hour ago while out on patrol. But there was something about him that looked a little odd. He was watching the other patrols for some reason, as if he was trying to size them up or some such. I think he might have been investigating something. Is that what brings you here too? Yeah, something like that. You happen to see if this bracer talked to anyone? Let me think. Yes, I remember him trying to strike up a conversation with one man who was playing alone. The police were also making their rounds at the time. When he noticed them approaching, he was rather quick to depart. He's trying to avoid getting spotted by the cops, sounds like. For some one acting so brazen, this guy is a real chicken shit. I'm not that concerned about him staring at the other visitors like that too. Indeed, the more we talk, the more hindsight makes me feel something was amiss with him. In any case, I'm afraid that is all that I can share about the bracer in question. I can only guess what you would want with him. But regardless, I wish you all luck in your endeavors. Well, thanks for your time, and for the hot tip too. Okay folks, let's see if anyone else put window waxing. As you wish.
Hot girls, over here! Who can say no to that?
Not this way.
Not this way.
Wanna get a drink
A nightclubban nem enged be.
Hey.
Igen, a térképen látom az épületet, azért próbáltam bemenni. Vártam, hogy mondom. De most még itt vannak a lányok, mondom, most még gondolom nem enged, de kipróbáltam. Viszont kell. These cutting edge orbital hookahs are the best. They're easy to hide, and even better, they're a great way to cope with the heat here. I'm telling you, without a good way to relax, there's no way I'd be able to do my job. Bet something like this would do Officer Vernier some good too. That woman seriously needs to learn to chill out. Még elkötelezett a munkája iránt, Földelontig van. Na most is kiléphetek szerintem. Várjon meg.
Csinálsz valami, hogy kilépsz, nem?
Egy e-mailt alá elküldök, aztán ennyi. Sok idő volt, hogy nem.
Várjad a kötővel, vagy a közelítővel van. Tudjuk a napodot, nem?
Nem igaz. Sean. Why's my dad trying to keep me stuck inside the city? Such a waste of a perfectly good car. Oh well, at least there's the film festival. You don't get stuff like that around here every day. Might as well enjoy it while I can. This orbital hookah's good stuff, I guess for now. I just have to concern myself with enjoying what's local. Could be worse, I guess. I guess the film festival being so close has got me feeling fired up. Because I could go for some excitement right about now. And there's nothing more exciting than cruising around the dunes. Get the trusty old butler in the passenger seat and I just know we'll have a damn good time. Young master must have this conversation again. I fully appreciate your desire to live and roam as you please. Truly, I do. However, your father is merely trying to ensure that you do not needlessly suffer out in the real world before you are ready. That is why it is important that you learn etiquette. Once you do, you can appeal to your father to loosen his restrictions. Young master was such an intelligent, well-behaved boy when he was young. The loss of his mother affected him profoundly. Even so, he does grasp the basics of etiquette. Yet these past few days he's acted rather strangely. What could have happened? Furán viselkedik a városban. Már nem egy járókelő, meg mit tudom, ilyen random beszélgetés említi, hogy furán viselkednek az emberek. A turisták, meg minden. Az agresszív turista. Hasonló. Well, we probably should gotten out of that place a little sooner. Oh well, I managed to snag souvenirs for everyone back home already at least, so it was still time well spent. Ish. Várj. Nos is angolul vagyok egy kicsit. Nem tudom, nem volt neki kéne.
Van kedven, így van. Tudtek menni, meg láttátok, hogy már van a képzetben.
Nincs. Ami van tumpuló, az a humusz. Meg a egyéb ilyen szószok. És nem tudom, hogy most hogyan... A kisbolt megnéztem, nem tudom, most kópa az most tovább volt nyitva. Hogy van elnyitva. Vagy ők úgy voltak vele, hogy dolgoztatták eleget az alkalmazottakat. Hogy szombaton így is úgy is ott szoktak lenni. Mégis lemehettek, vagy itthon, mondjuk, vagy itthon is csinálhatok valamit, de most ilyen édeset csinálhatok, hogy tortilla, vagy... Kicsit is szokott is. Csak lemenni chipsért? Nem tudom. Nem tudom, most kívánom annyira.
Mit akarsz enni?
Szerintem mindjárt kimegyek, és csinálok valamit.
Hogy rendelhetünk, hogy még vagy. Még korán van vacsora, de akkor max.
Kivárom. Majd mindjárt csinálok valamit, és nasüt. We came here hoping to meet some celebrities or something, only to end up spending all day in that shop. Oh well, the film festival hasn't even started yet. There are still plenty of chances to catch glimpses of the rich and famous. Shadin, our owner, is a very decisive person and has a lot of drive as a leader, which I certainly respect. Might be successful right now, but being a little too certain about things can breed apprehension, you know. For example, I used to inspect new stock as it came in, but now that the company is all about speed, well...
Well...
My shop attracts its fair share of customers because I deal in rarities that you can't find anywhere else. But even I can't ignore the real sales potential that these Urba hookahs seem to possess. If things like these are what's in vogue these days, then I need to make sure to pay attention and stock up accordingly. That's why it's crucial to interact with your customers. So you remain clued in on to what they want as they want them.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
It may just be me, but people around Tarba seem to be strangely elated as of late. It's not just the tourists either, even local residents and other Central Easterners are in exceptionally high spirits. It seems to be excitement for the upcoming film festival, but I've never seen anything like it for any event.
What can I do for you? See you again!
What can I do for you? See you again.
Way back in the day, I always had work fixing up portable vehicles for caravans because of how often they break down from the sand. But now that they're built to take such terrain, that work's dried up, which is how I wound up getting recruited to come work here. Being surrounded by cutting-edge tech in such a clean, pristine workplace really hits home just how much things have changed.
Hey, welcome.
Well,
Thanks, pal.
De azért tovább nem maradjak fel a góval.
Most nem is túrórázzál.
Meg az feltűrődnek. Azért szerintem.
Igen, szombaton pont túlórázott. Nem is az, hogy menne hamarabb be. Végeztél már? That's it. No. No.
Da. Kiérdemelted. Sorry. Sounds like the selection process is going to take time anyway, so we might as well look around and check stuff out while we wait. After all, the film festivals have attracted lots of actors and production staff we wouldn't otherwise normally get to meet. That's exciting. Spent a lot to travel out here, so we need to make the most of it and enjoy ourselves too. Maybe I'll ask for some autographs. I just caught my first glimpse of President Dillon in the flesh, and you know, he's not quite what I imagined him to be. Figured as the head of an up-and-coming film studio, he'd be more flexible and daring leader, but I guess not. Guess Vegas Films owes its rapid rise to Salvatore Gotti and his talent behind the camera more than anything else. I officially dropped our amateur film off at Vegas Films, because they're so busy getting ready for the festival. No, they said they won't be able to check it out right away. Get that we came at a busy time and all, but I hope it doesn't take too long. I really want to know what they think. So if I'm not busy enough dealing with the festival now, I have to take care of pitches. And that the one normally in charge has their hands full, but they want me to put summaries together and it's just too much. Doesn't help that our president is sticking around so late either, which is odd for him. That makes it tricky to do things on your own. It's like he's keeping watch over everything. Oh, if it isn't the Gophers in a hired. I don't know what they're trying to dig up, but knowing her, imagine it's rather serious. Relax, pal, we're not here to get in the way of your little soiree. Sure are working late though. You know, for the right price, depending on what you're doing, I could maybe take a load off. Not a chance, can't trust an amateur like you with this. Just don't go stirring things up too much and we won't have a problem. But we have trouble trying to keep a leash on Gotti and his rambunctious antics. I've got to worry about grants hired by a certain someone running amok. But if you're so busy, maybe you shouldn't be stressing about what an actress does in her spare time. Ever think about that? Don't like what you're insinuating. Listen, the last thing we need is one of our performers getting caught up in some mad scandal. So it's only natural that I have a rough idea of what those ladies get up to, insofar as their agencies allow it. In any case, if you don't have any business, I'll have to ask you to leave. I'm extremely busy here. Hey, you won't hear us complaining. Don't mind if we do. Keep in mind that Arcade Solutions is in town. Never know when you might need us. And got the run off with this time. Does he have to go charging off every damn foolish thing he sees? What him we would need to have more meetings than yet.
Indeed.
So it's clever. Phew, I'm beat. It's not often I'm working reception until this late. But in the flip side, we had all sorts of actors and directors come through that we don't normally see here. It's not every day I get to serve visitors like that. It's pretty exciting. Kind of bad just sitting around and enjoying myself while everybody else is working so hard on the film festival though. Ellenőrzők, ha ide engednek. I'm getting a lot of people eating dinner at my stall, which feels great. Offering as tasty as a good bite to eat outside during the festival, especially with my singing to accompany it. Baha! Telling you my silky voice makes everything taste exceptionally better. Science, I tell you. Science!
Well, look around all you like. Peace out.
This guy, first I catch him eyeing up the nightclub while he and I are supposed to be out on a date together. Then he just happens to get a call from work while I'm lecturing him, and then skips out on our date altogether. This couldn't be much worse of a night out, even if I tried. Inspector? What do you mean I have to get ready? You're coming out to Tarbo tomorrow? But why? I mean, yes, I get it's for investigation, but why do I have to get involved when I'm supposed to be taking time off? I understand, sir, but if you insist, I have to receive additional time off later to make up for this, right? Hey, Nate, honey, you're not doing what I think you're doing, are you? Sorry, babe, duty calls. I've got work to do. Babe, is he telling the truth? You're kidding me. That's not supposed to happen on a vacation. And I didn't expect the inspector to show up all the way out here. He's supposed to be off duty, crying out loud. And on a date to boot. Didn't he respect the guy's previous precious downtime?
Can we talk?
Huh? You say you're looking for a green-haired racer? Yeah, we saw a guy like that. He came up and talked to us earlier today, as a matter of fact. No kidding. I was just trying my luck in asking, didn't expect you all to have actually seen the guy. Yeah, well, congrats. Will you guys cram? We're in the middle of a date. Oh, come on, what's the favor between friends, huh? Just tell us what you know about that nerd and we'll get right out of your hair. Believe me, last thing any of us want is to interrupt your little tryst, right as it was getting good. Once a way of pushing my buttons. Fine, let's talk. Long story short, we were talking to your green-haired racer just a bit ago. He asked if we were having trouble with anything and offered to help. It's out of the blue like that. Interesting. And then what? Nothing really. He cut things short and then took off for somewhere. Looking back on it, it wasn't really, I don't know, bracer-like of him to do. Babe, don't you remember? He ran away after you said there was nothing to worry about because you're a cop. Maybe it was just me, but it felt like he got really tense as soon as you mentioned that. Oh yeah, I guess he did, didn't? Huh. The story is completely on. However, the fact that he was so concerned about police attention certainly stands out. He's like you started to close in on the guy. Thanks for filling us in. Sorry to eat up so much of your time. Go on and enjoy the rest of your Sprigganless date. It was Sprigganless until you just showed up. What you all are investigating this time, but better not cause trouble for the police, got it? Alright, think we've talked to enough folks that we can paint a decent picture of what's going on. Let's find someplace quiet to talk and see what we've come up with. In that case, might I suggest that area over there? Now that we're all settled, let's go over what we know. First, this green-haired bracer's shown some weird behavior for a guy in his line of work. He's overly leery of top attention, even for a bracer, and was sizing up customers at the casino. Which is to say, that's no bracer's act. He's rolling like a petty thief. It makes sense if his bracer appearance is simply a disguise. It's starting to sound a lot like that man impersonating a policeman earlier today. Yep, just like then, going around impersonating a bracer is not the kind of heat most are gonna wanna risk getting licked for. No, it smells like a case of greed getting the better of a guy while he's working towards something else. Whatever it all is, our main problem right now is that all the eyewitness reports we have come from stuff that just took place. For a guy who seems to be wandering around looking for suckers to rob, he doesn't exactly have a whole lot to show for it. Which could mean, since he already successfully robbed someone after getting in their car, he could be thinking of trying that again. Exactly. That's my hunch. Is there any way we can put the stop to him before he targets anyone else? Yeah, I may have a suggestion toward that end. If we assume that the perpetrator is going to target a driver of a car with a flat tire, as he did before, then why don't I conduct a wide area search for potential car targets among the ones driving into Talbot this evening? Damn, you can do that. Save us a lot of trouble. Indeed I can. It's a form of shard-based information analysis. Right then, I shall initiate the search. Starting now. Search complete. Oh, what do we have here? It happens there appears to be a car stranded near the entrance to the city. Bingo! This guy's gonna strike again. Odds are good that that's our mark. Yeah, let's keep an eye on that car signal while we take out this so-called bracer. See if he finally shows himself. How close that car is. It should only take a few minutes for it to pull into town. We'll go to the parking lot and wait there. Sounds good to me. Mellik. Üldögöm. Several minutes after commencing the stakeout in the parking lot, man, I don't know how we would have made it here if it weren't for you. Seriously, thank you so much. Oh, no problem, just happy I could help at all, really. I only did a quick fix though. You really should take all reliable here into a mechanic later and have it looked at by a professional. Will do, thanks again for everything, but isn't there something we can do to repay you? I feel bad not doing more. Don't worry, all in days work for a bracer. Your thanks is its own reward. Oh, it is, huh? Sure helps when you can nick a reward of your choice to boot. Huh? What the? Gotcha, pal. You're not going anywhere. Eek, what do you think you're doing? Sorry to scare you folks. We're with Arkwright Solutions. We've been on the trail of this guy for reasons that will become clear in a moment. What? Why? He's a bracer. What could he have possibly done wrong? Get your hands out of there! That's... And there it is, a wallet. Does this happen to belong to you guys? Perry handed the wallet to the tourists. Yeah, that's mine. I had it stashed inside my bag on the back seat. Are you telling me this bracer stole it? That's exactly it. And that's just the start. Just so you all don't get any wrong ideas about bracers, you should know this guy is a fraud. This may sound like a strange question to ask, but did you two get a flat tire on your way to town tonight? Yeah, we did actually. I figured it was because it was such a long drive. Luckily, this bracer happened to come across us and offer to help. That's how we got here. That's the problem. It's very likely he is the one who punctured your tire in the first place. Seems to have this method where he bursts a tire and then pretends to be passing by before offering to repair it. He then hitches a ride back to town and steals whatever he finds in the backseat. Isn't that right? If I get some part of it wrong, now's the time to correct me. Yes, he was pretending to be a bracer all along just so he could rob me. It didn't sense anything wrong at all. If you guys hadn't shown up and you did, we'd have been completely clueless. Whose fault is that, huh? That's what you get for trusting someone just because they say they're a bracer, you morons. So what if I maybe took things too far this time because they were so easy to sucker? Who cares? Go ahead and turn me in. At the end of the day, our objective is still within reach. So there is more going on. What are you planning? You can say. Once we get our hands on that, they'll be able to post bail for me, no problem. Be a drop in the bucket. Take me to the bracers or police or whoever you want. See what I can. It looks like we've got a sassy one on our hands. I think this guy needs to be taught a lesson he won't forget. Do your worst, dirtbag, I dare you! In the parkade, there's no need for us to rake him over the course personally. We turn him in to the guild and then he'll be their problem. That way, they'll owe us a favor for saving their reputation. In that case, I shall contact the Bracer Guild so arrangements can be made. Although before I do so, I must say, Mr. Arkwright, it's been a rather impressive exercise. It's been a true honor and a pleasure to finally see for myself how such a renowned brigand goes about his business. I don't need to be buttered up. Thanks, but just ring him up already so we can get on with the rest of our night. As you wish. Upon receiving Rizet's call, a bracer team rushed to the scene, taking the emerald-haired impostor into custody themselves. As for the tourists, they were subsequently brought to both the guild house and police to testify about what took place. Similarly, Van and the others also visited the Bracer Guild to offer their own report on the matter. I can't believe the bracer we were all looking for turned out to be a fake. I'm glad you all found him as quickly as you did. He could have caused real problems for us if he stayed on the loose for too long. On behalf of the guild, you have our sincere thanks for stopping him. We really appreciate it. Nah, don't mention it. Our curiosity got the better of us, that's all. Though some might say that you guys owe us one regardless. No question. We are more than willing to compensate you for everything you've done, including paying you for your time. We're surprised that Bracer turned out to be who he was. Yeah, another one of those thieving brothers who are wanted back in Edit. That's crazy. It's like that fake cop we managed to bust yesterday. And the rate we're going, we'll probably meet their whole damn family tree soon. Can't say for certain, but it sure seems like there's a good chance these brothers could strike again somewhere. We should keep our guard up in case anything else happens. Agreed, the film festival probably needs heightened security in light of all this. Anyway, thanks again for taking care of all that, everyone. If anything else comes up tomorrow, we'd appreciate your help then too.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Ez volt a...
Extra
Ez a rendőrösnek volt egy folytatása, de ez egy eventen folytatódott. Először meg kellett nézni most. Igen, az a kék felkiáltó jeles. Valamit itt a fesztivál ide... Egyéb valamit ide vonzott. Igen. Almata. Abraxa az. Az. Grey és káosz lett. Miért? Ez a mindenkitől függetlenül tevékenykedik vala a saját jónak vélt céljukért.
Van egy átüvető cél, amit a Grandmaster valamit látott és megtudott, és és meg akarja akadályozni, és sokkal nagyobb, mint ami bárki más képzelni, ezért cselekednek úgy, ahogy. De nem gonoszul cselekednek, csak egy olyan cél érdekében, ami nagyon messze van, és minden közelről rossznak van.
Igen, már tetszett, hogy így ilyen, hogy nem volt egyértelmű rossz az előző részekben. Bonyolult volt.
Egy nagyon komplex szervezet, és már lehet, hogy nyilván vannak benne rossz tagok, mert eléggé kaotikus az egész, és szabad lehetően, hogy már a Grandmaster-t azt nem érdekli semmit, csak hogy elérje azt a végső célt.
Igen, igen, meg hogy azon belül hogyan csinálják a kis közvetlen emberei, az annyira nem foglalkozik. És ez a Grandmaster egy nagyon nagy valaki, mert sok mindenkit be tud most sorozni. De a háttérben valahogy mégis minden ilyen félisten személyiséget besorozott. Igen, igen.
Belátta minden kis hogy igen, nagyon fontos lépség. Hogy mi azt basz meg, azt sosem mondták végre.
Nem. Azt nem.
Érdekes, hogy pontosabb a Polszír 4 végén, amikor a kontinens majdnem elpusztító szarnak kellett harcolni, az sem volt elég ahhoz, hogy a Grandmaster ténylegesen előjöjjön és elmondja, mit akar.
Nem volt elég. Az egy nagy esemény volt, ami fontos volt és dolgoztak felé, de...
Én azt gondoltam, hogy valószínűleg nem egy kontinenstől kívülről érkező támadás ellen akar.
Hogy lehet, hogy azt a falat akarta valahogy lehozni? Afelé dolgozhat, vagy valami hasonló.
Az én tippem az ez.
Hát mondjuk passzolna, igen, hogy az Urgus le akarja bontani a falat, és így lenne az, hogy végül erről a kontinensről az a Szíria kitör, és akkor elindulnak más felé.
Akkor ezt látták be többek, hogy igen, ez egy fontos valami.
És akkor afelé próbálták terelni az eseményeket, hogy azt a blokkádot lebontsák, vagy valami.
Go, go, go!
Szóval lesz valami.
Valami, igen, de most még annyira elején járunk ennek a játéknak is, hogy a történetében, hogy még semmit nem tudunk igazániból.
Looking to buy something? See you again.
See you.
What's next? Banner launch!
De igen, ott volt egy, amit kaptam is pénzt. Aha, jó. Meg egy vettem. Hiányzó. Majdnem egy plugin még meg lehet venni. Tudod, mi most a küldi pénzzel, a mará pénzem.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
Hey, welcome.
Volt még egy, ami kimaradt.
Thanks, pal.
Szívesen.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Jó, majd ezt is majd még meg lehet venni, jó van.
We await your next visit.
Starbucks my home, so my work here feels fairly personal sometimes. It's all the more reason I'm trying extra hard to carry out my duties while such an enormous event is going on. Unfortunately, not all of my colleagues in the force are quite as diligent, which makes work that much harder for me. If everyone just did their job, I probably wouldn't have so much on my plate. Too much to ask for, I suppose.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
There are so many people here tonight. Lately, I've been seeing more and more sorts you don't usually get in the evenings, probably because of the film festival and that I'm complaining. More serious for me, I'm looking to save up and travel, so as far as I'm concerned, it's all good luck.
Very well.
What'll it be for today? Thanks a bunch.
Seriously? Okay. So, rendességre kell bemenni. Clemens. Boy, am I glad my clients got air conditioning in their office, or else I would be a sweaty mess during our meeting. Actually, while we were talking, they told me there's going to be a film festival, that's why everyone is so jazzed up. I don't pay attention to entertainment news at all, so I had no idea they were putting on anything like that here. It just so happens my schedule opened up, so I might make time to check it out, just to see what all the fuss is about. Nem tudom, hogyan tudod lemaradni erről ez a Clemens, amikor csapból is ez folyt mostanság a játékban. After having a look around, I must admit Tarbet's quite different from what I imagined. Growing up, I heard that it was a dusty, quiet place without a lot to offer, and figured that was probably still the case. But I really enjoy the cultural district. It's making me think maybe I should have a movie set somewhere in the Central East. Although, knowing Salvatore got his inclinations, I suspect I know exactly what kind of culture he plans on promoting in this parade.
Well...
Another idea of what Tarbad and the Central East are like has got to be at least 20 years out of date. I think her mind might be starting to come around though. She seems to have started enjoying herself. Although, I just remember, Mr. Agat is supposed to be heavily involved in planning the festival here, right? Yes, that explains why everything feels so much more energized than what I'm used to in Massadam. Maybe? You're horrible, Dingo! You told me you were still in edit, and now here you are trying to sneak off on me. And there's no time for you here. Oh, don't you worry, I came prepared. I got permission from my EIC to scout out the film festival and do a write-up about it. Not to mention the report originally slated to handle the festival had something come up if somebody needed to be here anyway. We got to have the kind of luck you do. This explains why you're here 2 days before the big event. Hey, it's the Spigen again! What the heck are you guys doing here? You're getting distracted. Listen, I'm not lying. I am here on personal business, even if it hasn't gotten me anywhere yet. As for you guys, I see you've got more help than ever. That new girl of yours looks pretty capable too. You flatter me. Please call me Reset. Reset Twinnings. I am a concierge working on dispatch from Marduk Total Security Company. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Marduk? I see that. Dingo, quit trying to change the subject. I'm not finished with you. You still haven't told me what this personal business of yours is. Now fess up! You know, I'll be more than happy to help you with it. What about personal business don't you understand? I told you, I'm fine. But why not? I'm going as a reporter, I can handle myself. For starters, it's not exactly a good look roping in a reporter working for someone else to pitch in on my work. So what? I don't care about that. Besides, you have saved me before. It's only fair I repay the favor. Like our man's trying to keep this business under wraps. Must be doing a piece on unseemly things. What? That can't be it, could it? What do you mean unseemly? Aaron, now look what you've done. Can't believe you'd report on something so despicable. This is exactly why you need to change, and I'm the girl who's gonna make it happen. Then we got all that sorted out. Anyway, we'll be heading out now. We haven't sorted out anything. Trying to bounce away too. Damn, you look at all the trouble you guys have stirred up now. Oh, whatever, if I find anything out, I'll hit you up. Sounds good to me. Good luck with your investigation, you two. I said I wanted to put together something about the film festival. My boss let me go on the spot. It was amazing. You, Dingo, I can smell it. Those are just pictures and light to you. You're after something bigger, something way more important. This will put me on the pedestal, and now that you're here, we've got to keep you out of trouble. Listen, I've got stuff to do. Don't do anything crazy. The Prince of Elsim is here, you know. Why don't you interview the guy? He is? I never would have expected someone so big and famous to be visiting a trashy event like this. Yeah, maybe I should talk to him. Could be my ticket to a really big... This isn't about me. Stop trying to distract me. I'm not letting you out of my sight for even a second, and there's nothing you can say or do about it, mister. Got it? But Maria's got some sharp instincts. I haven't said a word to her about my current story. Yet here she is. Well, it's probably best I keep an eye on her. Guess we'll be going drinking tonight. No, not too hard. I'll be honest with you guys, Spriggan. I find it very suspicious to be running into you yet again after our little encounter in Longport. It must have something to do with whatever Dingo's investigating, right? Right? Well, given that you never seem to get anywhere, don't you think sticking to one spot instead of bouncing around would work better? Anyway, to answer the question, we're here on some business for new clients. It's got nothing to do with your hotshot heartthrob. And don't get your hopes up. He and I trade info, but nothing that would make for the kind of hot scoops you're angling for. Sorry. Shut up, I don't need your help to do my job. My word, whatever it takes, I'll uncover the truth of what that man's up to, even if it kills me. You should probably call it a day, Dingo, but rest assured, I'll be hitting the pavement as hard as ever tomorrow. I don't think you can get the jump on me for long. No matter what you try, I'll be on you like a dog going after its own tail. Ez a Marian. Kitartó szegény. Nem adja fel. Mindig ráérez, hol van a sztori. Legalábbis eddig. 17:30. Időbeteli kör. Küldit megcsinálni, mindenkivel beszélgetni. Elmentem. Valami fontos lesz.